Good morning. Welcome to Cup of Joe with Poe. I am your host, Don Poe. And if you have yet to follow, subscribe, like, share, and all of the above, please do. It's never too late to support ya homie that's bringing you a message every day, all through the day. Now, today's topic, we're going to be dealing with public libraries. Do we really need public libraries? When's the last time you've been to a public library? I can tell you from experience, I've seen quite a few public libraries in a lot of major cities. And public libraries are not a necessity anymore at all. As a matter of fact, I believe they're a hindrance and they're a problem in cities, especially large Democratic ran cities. Democrat cities are just shitholes, man. I'm going to talk about Toledo, Ohio, where I have a lot of experience. I grew up there through my teenage years and, young adulthood. Wow, the public library there. I've seen people with their pants falling off, with genitals just hanging out in the library. There's police all in the library. They actually feed the homeless out of the library. When did a library become a homeless shelter? Why is it the library's job to take care of these people? Instead of a library, why don't they just put social workers there and alleviate all this problem? Put the social workers, the mental health professionals, the real ones, not psychiatrists, legal drug dealers, but real psychotherapists that can sit there and help people. Why not if all these people are collectively there, take resources and put them there to help these people? One of the most important things we need to do as a society is to go through and weed out the crazy people, the mentally incapacitated, people that cannot think for themselves, that are left into society to smear poop all over the walls, pee everywhere, cause all kinds of disturbances and problems. I believe in freedom. I believe if you are mentally, cognitively able to make decisions, then you should be left alone. If, for instance, me, I don't want to have a house. I don't want to do certain things in society. I don't have to because I do have freedom. But I'm not out here causing a problem. I'm not out here getting arrested. I'm not drinking and loitering. I'm not doing none of that stuff. The worst you'll get from me is a panhandle here and there. Then I'm extremely polite, professional, and courteous about it. Never nasty, malicious, or just, I have a good attitude. And I can understand people getting their mind beat down to the point where, what is there to be happy about? I can understand that. I truly can, because I've been in those situations. I've felt those feelings before. But when it comes to libraries, what are we doing here? Why are we still paying for these libraries? Do you know what a librarian makes? This is a dying profession, I'm sorry to say. Libraries are not a necessity. They may have been at one time. Would you drop your kids off at the public library right now? Ask yourself that. Go downtown and look at the Toledo Public Library or whatever major city you're in or whatever city you're in. Go look at your libraries. Go down there, look around the library itself, the grounds, the property, see how many needles you find. See how much beer cans and drug paraphernalia you're going to find around the library. Then look at the people occupying the library. Is that where you want to leave your children at? Truly, I don't think it is. So why are they so dead set on having these loitering places? Why? Why not, if you know they're loitering there and you know they're collectively all there together, now you know how to approach them to help them. You don't have to go find them. You don't have to pay people to go walk around the streets to do these things. They're all collectively in one place, the public library. So go to your public library and check it out and tell me what you think. I'd really like to know, chat. Later on, after you do this, come back, revisit the video, and leave your comments. Let me know what you think about the library system right now. It's not a necessity. Why are we paying taxes for these buildings to house all these books that nobody's even reading? Who reads books anymore? I love a tangible book myself, and I know there's plenty of people that do. The people that are reading books these days are buying them on Amazon, eBay, all these other things and having it dropped off at their door. Do you think that they're getting in a vehicle, driving down to their public library and renting a book and then having to return it? Not going to happen. There's book clubs that do that online now. Nobody wants to go and deal with the crazies. Democrats, you shitheads let these crazy people overpopulate some of your cities, and now they're overran, rampant, and tore down. Instead of stepping up and say, we made a mistake and we want to fix this, they're going to sit there and continue their broken-ass ideologies. A public library was originally meant to educate children, give society the tools they need to educate themselves. When I was younger, before computers, before all this shit, if you wanted to go study something, go look something up, if you didn't have an Encyclopedia Britannica or something like that, you could go down to the public library. And the public library was all right. It wasn't bad. Now you can't go to the public library because it's not a public library no more. It's a homeless shelter. They're feeding the homeless out of the library. And the organization that's doing this isn't even out of the same state you live in. Check and see who's running these soup kitchens in a library. Why the library? Because they're all collectively there. Why keep them there and why keep feeding them there so they keep coming back? If you feed a stray animal, it will keep coming back. So now that they got them coming back, why not go ahead and try to fix the problem instead of just sticking these Band-Aids over it? This ain't even a Band-Aid. They are literally helping the problem. They are making the problem worse. They're not trying to fix it. Just like all these drug rehabilitation programs that get their patients hooked on their drugs. Fuck a Suboxone. Fuck a Suboxone. Grow a goddamn pair of testicles or ovaries or whatever the fuck it is in your body that helps you be strong about shit and just fucking quit. Suboxone gets you high. Suboxone will get you high. It's a drug. It's no better than heroin, no better than fentanyl. And your only excuse is going to be, well, it won't kill me. No, none of them will kill you if you know how to do the drugs the right way to begin with. But you're just searching for a high. Quit lying to yourself and say, hey, you know what? I like getting fucking high. And go ahead and get high. Or tiptoe around and be like, I'm so weak, I'm so fragile and weak that I need the government's drug to help me get off of real drugs. And now I'm hooked on the government drug. Man, I know motherfuckers been taking Suboxone for 10 fucking years. And ain't never gonna get off of it. You know why? They like getting high. So as for this homeless shelter / library situation we have in America, the elected officials need real plans, not this freaking, who is making up these ideas to begin with? Then you'll see rational people get together and for whatever reason, there's this mob of anarchists that always show up with their fucking bullshit. Trump's Hitler, fascism, women's rights, all this, Black Lives Matter. Take that shit and shove it all the way up your ass as far as you can fucking get it and leave it there. Leave it there because nobody gives a fuck no more about your crying ass goddamn history lesson of the past sins that have never been made right. If I remember correctly, there was a thing called the Civil War, and during the Civil War, I can't even tell you how many Caucasian white people fucking died to free the slaves, jackass. These people that talk about oppression don't even know oppression in any form or fashion while they sip their goddamn lattes and go get their goddamn hair and nails did. Fuck that. Grow up. This is goddamn America, the greatest country on earth. We are the forefounders of freeing people, democracy. We made the rest of the world quit doing slavery. If it wasn't for America, the rest of the world would probably still be practicing slavery. Not to mention the whole slave trade started with black people selling their own kind. And we're all humans to begin with. And you dumb motherfuckers only see color. Oh, that's a white guy, a black guy, a Mexican guy, a Chinese guy. Sure, they have ethnicities, but why's it got to be like that? And what are stereotypes? The truth. A stereotype is not a fucking lie. It's the truth. A stereotype is the truth. Asian people really are good at math and suck at driving. That's not a lie. That's the truth. White people are good at fucking making people work. I don't know. Everybody has their own attribute somehow in their DNA from thousands of years of being put in one position to keep doing that one thing over and over and over and over. And your DNA just gets used to it. If we continue to let these libraries become homeless shelters in the DNA of the homeless people that are reproducing, because don't think homeless people don't reproduce. They're reproducing. Now their DNA and their ideologies is getting embedded in themselves, within their culture. They're building their own fucking culture here, and we're allowing it instead of stopping it. Sure, if people want to be free, let them be free. There's woods everywhere. Why do these motherfuckers got to camp up on the goddamn sidewalks and shit? Why do they got to go to... I'll tell you why. Because they're dope fiends and they're drug addicts, and most of them are alcoholics, and that's why they do that. They hang out in the big major city so they can get their drugs and alcohol. Period. The worst fucking drug on earth is alcohol because it's legal and it's at a goddamn store. Who wants to be around a drunk anyways? Nobody likes a goddamn drunk. If you got to wake up every day and go get a fucking beer, please stop. Unless it's too late and you pickled your liver and now you got to drink or you're going to die. If you quit drinking, you die. If you keep drinking, you die. Either way, we're going to fucking die one day to begin with. Alcohol is the worst drug ever. Alcohol is worse than heroin, fentanyl, crack, all drugs combined. Wait a minute. Tobacco. Wacko tobacco. Every once in a while, I catch myself hitting a cigarette when there ain't no pot around and I'm in work mode and I see somebody, let me hit this cigarette and I'll hit it and then I'll think right afterwards like, God damn, this shit did not get me high. It did nothing. It did nothing. As a matter of fact, it made me look stupid. Inhaling hot air for nothing. People that smoke crack are smarter because they're getting fucking high for their money. You are not getting high off cigarettes. You are not getting high. You give me one good reason to smoke cigarettes. Give me that good reason. You're not going to find one. But I can give you a good reason to quit. It's been Cup of Joe with Poe. And there's a lot going on in America. And there's a lot going on in this brain right here. And I want to fix things. I really, truly want to fix things. If people would truly listen. Don't be so objective. Step back for a second and say, you know what? I'm going to listen to this guy's ideas. I'm going to listen to what he's saying and see if it makes sense or not. Is this reality? Yes. That's where I live. I live in the real world right here. That's me. That is me. I'm really on the other side of the camera. This is not AI. This is not a video. This is not even pre-recorded. This is live. Coming to you live and direct. Cup of Joe with Poe. Tune in every day. Now, public libraries, it's like the postal service. They're delivering junk mail. Two things that need overhauled in America. The postal service. Who knows how much money we're dishing out to that right now? Let these people retire, give them their early retire, pay whatever it needs to be paid. Switch the postal service over to the federal government's mail service. So anything that I don't even know what to do with the postal service, to tell you the truth. You might as well combine the postal service and the library together and just have the homeless people out here delivering whatever books are laying around the goddamn libraries. Till the library's empty of books, they deliver them all and be done with it. This has been Cup of Joe with Poe. Go visit your local library. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I think you're going to be appalled is what's going to happen unless you already know what's going on out here in society. Don't be afraid to stand up and say something. Don't be afraid to let your voice be heard. Tell them, clean this shit up. Get the fuck off the sidewalk. Love you. 1.